gloves, and they're all muddy. The worst place for us to have a problem is when I'm out and about walking, because there's no place to set stuff down, etc. So hopefully we're back up and running. I think I'm hearing some blue jays. The gloves fell to the ground. I'm not happy about that. Okay. While we were going off air, I don't know if you saw or not, but I had seen oh, I see it. There is a great blue heron there. I don't believe I can show you very well from here. Where is it? There it is. So let's continue walking. There's not much else going on that I can see from here. Okay. It's always frustrating when we have connection issues. Last week at one point, I don't remember exactly when it was, but I think we were at Montezuma, had just finished. I shut down the broadcast and I was just driving for a short stretch, and it just felt like such a relief not to have to worry about the broadcast. I think I drove through a spot where I know we normally don't have a good connection, and it was just nice to be able to drive through there and not worry. I know I saw something here, but I don't know what it was. I don't see it now, but a bird had been in the tree up a little ways and dropped down. Now I don't see anything, no movement, no nothing. Look at our first gray catbird of the year. And I'm hearing a wood thrush. Trying to get the catbird, but not having much luck with the autofocus. The great blue heron, where is it? It's not there. At least I don't see it. No, I don't see it. Oh yeah, I do see it. Boy, it blends in. You wonder, could it have been there last week, for instance, and I missed it? Let me look around with binoculars. We don't have much time. Well, let's look at the heron again because it's just beautiful. Love it. I love that look on the water like that. Okay. Really not seeing anything else. There's nothing. So we're going to keep moving. I wouldn't be looking at that heron longer, but we don't have time. Or I should say, we have time, but I'd like to spend some time on the campus if possible. With some light. Hearing a wood thrush again, maybe the same one calling. Maybe two. Beautiful call. I'd love to hear a hermit thrush call. Sing. Not call, but sing. Same thing with love to hear a veery, which is also a thrush call. Or sing, I should say. The veery song is interesting. It's certainly different. I think we're hearing a cardinal, but I wouldn't say it's quite as. It's well, to the human ear, it's not, or at least to my human ear, it's not quite as beautiful. But if you ever hear a veery's call slowed down, it's amazing. I once saw on a show they played back the veery's call, and you could hear it, and it is an interesting call, certainly. And then they slowed it down, and it was just amazing. The complexity of it. I thought I saw something moving. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure I did. Cardinal we're hearing singing. Cardinals have a variety of songs that we hear. I can hear some people up ahead. Unless I'm imagining things. Maybe not. I thought I heard somebody, but I guess not. Oh yeah, I hear people. Okay, they're not right nearby. They're near the lab. Not much else going on really here. Let me take a quick look with binoculars. Not much going on. But we're going to keep moving. You know, I mentioned earlier, you know, there's a chance we wouldn't see goslings on the pond. I was just thinking about that, and, you know, it makes sense, actually. Where did we see them? We saw them in that grassy area eating grass, and, you know, that's important. The goslings need as much grass, as much feed as they can possibly get. They've got to grow quickly. Hold on a second, let's see something. Okay, never mind. And anyway, for the goslings, you know, they could spend time swimming on the pond, and it would be beautiful, and they have been doing that from what I saw on the Pond Cam's feed, Twitter feed. But the thing is, they need to eat, and, you know, swimming on the pond, there's no food for them really. There's a robin on the trail. Not sure what I'm hearing nearby. Oh, who's that? Hold on. Sparrow, I'm not sure what kind. No, I don't know at all. We may be hearing white-throated sparrows. I'm not sure. I think we're going to skip the walk back to the water, and we'll go right to the car after the Fuller Wetlands and get to the campus as quickly as we can, and hopefully see. Oh, there's a heron. Great blue. Sorry, baby. Sorry. Must have been right over there. I didn't realize it, and as I walked in, oh, it's continuing in flight, unless it's a different one. You know, I like seeing them in flight, but especially when they're like flying around, not just flying over a long distance. They have a different look to them. But if they're flying around the pond, it's different than when they're flying just in a straight line for over a long distance. Are those the, I don't know if they're the same ones or not. They might be. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. That looked like a muskrat, judging by the tail being as thin as it was. Not a beaver, but a muskrat. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. But I don't see anything. Oh. Hey. Muskrat again, I think. Unless I'm wrong. Okay, let me just look at one or two things. Oops, sorry. All right, let's continue on towards the car. Not much else going on. The heron, I'm guessing it's a second great blue heron here at Sapsucker. We saw the one on the main pond, and I believe this one here is a different one. Great blue herons here at Sapsucker are one of the reasons why we're doing this at all. Whenever I think of why I was looking for a way to stream live on a mobile basis, the great blue herons are one of the reasons, and also the hawks on the campus. I don't want to bother the geese, but I don't really have another way to go unless I walk all the way back. Well, you know what? I don't like to do this, but I'm going to do it. And again, I startled some robins, so that's not good either. Again, I don't like to do that, but I didn't want to bother the geese and goslings. Of course, you know, it does bother me that you know, we walk away and that goose might be thinking, well, I showed him. You know, that kind of bugs me. Come on, come on. It's trying to let that car go by and not bother the robin that was there. And he stops, thinking he's got to give me the right of way. No, he doesn't. If I'm in the road, that's one thing. If I'm not crossing, no, by all means, go ahead. Anyway, we're running out of time. Lights are on here, and we're not going to have much time at the campus. but what was that? It may have been a wren. Hold on. It was on the boardwalk and then flew over. I don't know what it was. It may have been a sparrow or a wren, but it seems small. Now I don't see it, but it went down in here somewhere. I don't see it now, unfortunately. I'd like to see it, whatever it was. No sign of it though. Okay, let's get to the car. Light-wise, we're in trouble. It's gonna get dark soon. What time is it anyway? It's 7:45. I'll need a couple minutes, maybe less, to get situated here, and then we'll make our way to the campus as quickly as we can. I guess I'm glad I didn't bother with the other camera. Not only did it save us time, but we didn't end up seeing anything that I would have wanted to capture with the other camera anyway. Come on. Okay, the wires aren't too bad if we actually need to move things around. I have, oh, maybe that's worse than I thought. What a mess. All right, we'll just deal with it when we have to deal with it, if we have to deal with it at all. Let's go. Sapsucker. Oh, quite a few starlings actually on the wires. Don't know how many. Don't have time to show you. Hold on, I've got to go with binoculars. The starlings are right. Okay. So we saw those Canada geese and goslings in here. Yeah, they're no longer where we first saw them as we arrived. And I believe they're the same Canada geese and goslings that we saw there near Fuller Wetlands. large bird on top of one of the utility poles. I don't know what it was. It may have been a hawk. Hey. Oh. Anyway, as we're driving, we see headlights are on, and including my own. Some street lights have been on, not all. The point is, it is getting dark. I still enjoyed that walk at Sapsucker. We didn't see a terrible amount, but I enjoyed watching, for instance, the great blue heron on the main pond. And although I didn't get to see it fully because of the trees in the way, I liked seeing the one flying around Fuller Wetlands. The only thing that spoils it for me is just, the knowledge that, okay, time is running out for the day and we need to keep up the pace. Otherwise, it'd be nice to spend more time there. If you think about it, it's true of the whole day, every time. It's, there are a lot of things I'm hoping to see. It's not simply ground to cover. I mean, I go to these places because I'm hoping that we get to see things. Not just so I can check it off a list and say, okay, I went here or went there. But, the day is full, and it's always a rush in many ways. Sometimes you'd like to stay longer in one location and really have a closer look. Just the way we do this, and just there isn't enough time to really stay and completely survey an area. Thermometer reads 53 degrees. Today's May 4th, and finals are coming up here very shortly here on the campus, unless they've already started. I don't think so. It's a little early for that, but soon enough. The academic year went by very fast. It just seems like it just started in some ways. And here it is, almost over. I have to say, for me, winter went by fairly quickly. Not only was it a relatively mild winter, at least in my travels, but because we were spending time in Montezuma all winter, I didn't have this time where I'm looking forward to spring turning and finally being able to get back to Montezuma. Sure, Wildlife Drive was closed, but we were seeing other things in other places, either there or on the way there. So things went by kind of quickly. That I can't understand. People cross this, and I noticed this earlier today. Some people were crossing the road in front of me, and I don't know. Whenever I cross a street, if there are cars there, I keep looking at them. I want to make sure they're not moving, to run me over. But people these days, I guess they just assume they can cross, and that's it. There's no way any other vehicle would come along, not see them or whatever, and potentially do harm. Come on, Cyan. You've taken up the whole road. Actually, that is a narrow entrance. They should widen it somehow if they can. I see somebody. Yeah, I'm going too far. Still see somebody, but I'm going too far. I'm gonna ruin our angle. Oh, so there's activity on the nest, just in terms of someone standing around. Looks like there's feeding. And on one of the lighting towers, let me get things set here. On one of the lighting towers, I saw another hawk. Still there. Okay. Close this window. And let me do this, and then we'll see if maybe we'll move, maybe we won't. Uh-oh. Someone's going to take off, I think. Maybe. Let's see if we can go take a look at him. Maybe we'll try also looking at Big Red, see if maybe that other angle might help us in one way or another, just to see her. Can't see him because of the trees. I imagine he's still there, but I'm not positive. I still can't see him. Okay, let's see if we can. Well, this won't be that much better, even though we've moved. Let me just double check with my camera here, and if it's good, I'll share. If not, we move on. Well, could be better, could be worse.